about that. Try again. Hello, friends. Aloha Friday. How you doing? Okay, I've been wanting to experiment with something for a while. Oh yes, you can tell I have my C-bands on. I've been kind of in this migraine-y, hoggy phase. No, foggy haze. We'll just blame that on Mercury. We're just going to blame all this on Mercury retrograde. I've been in this haze since I've been sick. I mean, it really hit me hard last week being sick. It's just been really taking a long time to just finally filter out of the system. But the migraine piece has been kind of lingering. It's felt kind of, I don't know, just not wound up, but just kind of ping-ponging all around the place. Like this migraine energy is really unregulated. That's what it is. I was like, oh my gosh, my C-bands, I haven't worn them for a while. And I found both at the same time. Yay me. Because usually I can only find one, even though I've got like 5 pairs sitting around here at the cabin. But since I've put these on, I feel like the energy is stabilized, completely stabilized, and it isn't so rambunctious. And that now I'm thinking, Spirit is telling me, that's because it started around the quarter moon, which I'm getting ready to talk about here. Sun in Scorpio, moon in Aquarius. Aquarius has to do with circulation. It also has, I also see Uranus a lot when it's triggering migraine headaches, and then also Mercury, and of course Mercury went retrograde. So, but Uranus is kind of that high flying, fast, like think of the 8 of Wands energy that it needs an outlet, it needs expression. It's the planet of freedom. So this energy, I'm just going to let it pulse through wherever it needs to go, but I just at least want it regulated. So that's why I'm wearing these. Something I've been wanting to do, and now is the time. I've been wanting to, because I know this is just going to be a giant full moon. We're like at the eve of the full moon because the moon is in Aries. It's in the 6th house here. Remind you, Donald drew the magic magician. Putin drew the 2 of Wands. They got a plan. Pelosi has the Page of Cups. Could be Ivanka, could be a whistleblower. Schiff has the 3 of Pentacles reversed. Those secret talks are coming out. I can't read that. Giuliani has the Page of Pentacles, moneyed news. Pompeo, the 8 of Cups. Roger Stone has the 4 of Pentacles today. So trying to hang on. Steve Bannon has the Strength card. So those are some of the players, because as the moon goes in the 7th house, we the people, before this full moon, it's gonna get crazy. I gotta let the dog out for just a second. So what I'm wanting to do, I want to do a pick 4. I think they're so fun. So I want to give you this tool before we hit this full moon so you can have a pick 4. I'm going to put out 4 piles. You're going to decide which pile you want to pick on how to best handle the full moon that's coming towards us, okay? So I'm just going to draw some cards here. And I'm going to ask Spirit, are these upside down? What are the major players coming up for this full moon? The Magician, the 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, a lot of money, evidence, goals that weren't achieved. Timing. Temperance, blending these things together. It's going to be an emotional full moon. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these to the side. The 4 piles that I put out here are not going to be this one, this one, this one, this one. I don't even know what they're going to be because I'm going to lay them out flat. But these are going to be the 4 guiding pick 4s. So think about it. These are the things heading into this full moon you might want to be thinking about, okay? All right. Okay, you watch my magical shuffling of those 4 cards. So, those 4 cards are going to get 5 cards. I will draw a card from this deck on something with this full moon to get out there and live and do something to love, something to laugh about. Something to ignore, don't get sucked into. Something to pray for. Something to watch, maybe plan for, and something to listen and communicate about. Okay? Okay. I've never done this before. This will be fun. Please ignore the Xbox screaming in the background. It's Friday. People are unwinding and enjoying themselves, and I'm quite fond of gamers this week. Okay, so this is a pick 4, picking the best way to approach this full moon. Remember, I picked the 4 off the top that would be the themes, and then I built my piles according to what we need to listen, watch, ignore, pray for, and then live for. So I'm going to start over here with this is pile number 1. Pile number 1. Heading into this full moon, the most important theme was looking at all of this stuff. So this is about you, everything you've accumulated. Now remember, this is Scorpio season. Scorpio is the cleansing sign, getting rid of toxins and eliminating stuff that we no longer need. They're also about goals that have been unachieved, things of importance that you've accumulated and haven't quite been able to bring to fruition. Okay, you reap what you sow. So, as we keep that in mind, the 7 of Pentacles, what you need to be this card is asking you to listen to your higher self about what's going on there. What is it you're not willing to see? Because this full moon is going to reveal that to you. And that has to be in the quiet spaces within you to really take some time with this moon to really settle in and observe, listen to your emotions in your body. Don't react to them. On a cellular level, your magnificent physical body is trying to tell you something. This full moon is asking you to go there and just be still and listen. And then listen to the spaces between you and yourself, and then you and the world. Spirit is asking you to watch and observe these things. Five of Swords. The things that habitually kind of go scorched earth, painfully against you, or the way that you go against others, where there's just a total sense of unfairness. It's not just, and it's just, I'm thinking of having a tiger by the tail, but I'm seeing this dragon's tail. Something needs to be slayed, and it's going to show up. Your job is to watch how it acts. Don't react to it, just watch and observe. See the new details that you haven't been seeing before. This is what you need to ignore this full moon. You're going to want to jump on it. You need to step back and ignore it. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Intense, triggering, provocational emotions. Your high highs, your low lows. Scorpio rule is the Alpha and the Omega, the highs and the lows. You need to ignore these swings by reacting to them. Ignore how it handicaps you. Ignore what a pull it has on your life. Ignore it. Change it. What to pray for? The Queen of Swords. Pray for justice. Pray for women and the feminine who are compassionate in these roles. Pray for truth. Pray for rules. Pray for intelligence. Pray for even those who are malicious with their words. Pray for those who use intellect and words like a knife, like a scalpel through the soul. That all needs prayer. And finally, this full moon, live, love, laugh. Traditions. Get out there, find someone, talk story about the past and the traditions and what it means now. There's so much that Spirit wants to tell you this full moon. There's an abundance waiting for you, but we need to get through these things to tap the resources. You have all that you need right now. Let's find another way to get there together. Okay. Wow, I really liked that. So that is the Seven of Pentacles. That is mutable earth, which is Virgo. That is the 6th house here. Service, military. It's Veterans Day weekend. Go thank a veteran. So if you picked pile 2, this is what we're going to listen for, watch, ignore, pray, and live for. So this card had to do with temperance, blending things, philosophy, religion, spirituality, ideas, creating something. This is a pretty lucky card. So that which is going to be revealed by this full moon is going to be able to tap into some other ideas that you've had that can be of greater use for a higher power, for higher learning, and for inspiration and achieving goals. Temperance represents the sign Sagittarius, which is in the 2nd house here over DC. So Temperance, with this full moon, is asking you to listen to the King of Cups. This is a person in your life who's given you a lot of an emotional support. It could be an older gentleman, a leader, maybe the patriarch of a family. It could be a boss. It could be someone that you look towards who's always been a great emotional support. They might be having a difficult time with this full moon. They might have information to reveal to you this full moon. Listen to them, seek them out, and just listen. Just give them your ear. Maybe it's a veteran. Just listen. These are the things you're watching for. These are signs from the universe. The 2. This is the Empress. The universe is saying, you are so much. You are just full of so much that wants to go forward. There's so much that's asking to be mixed and integrated and created into something tangible, something of value, something that is of your creative expression in the way that you express love. Watch for opportunities, and I call them little winks from the universe to say, hey, here you go, this is for you. This is what you need for such and such. This is what you need to ignore. The thing that's going to want to pull you in, you need to ignore, react differently, or not at all. The Queen of Pentacles. This is an older woman. It could be a mother, grandmother, aunt. It could be a neighbor. It could be a boss. This person they mean so well. They have everything they could give you. They could dote on you. They can love you. Maybe they like to negotiate goods for you. I'll give you this if you give me that. They might be holding on too much to things that they have and not seeing the big picture, but somehow you're getting pulled in maybe with money decisions. Maybe you have different values that just really pushes your buttons. Ignore it. Let it be and ignore it. You're going to use temperance to kind of blend this big picture. What you're going to pray for this full moon. 2 of Pentacles. This has everything to do with balance, whether it's within your world, your immediate world, the world at large. Being able to balance your resources, your assets, your monies, the things that you value, your self-esteem. Where are you going to find, this is it. Keeping your self-esteem, your self-respect in harmony. No matter what is pulling you. Your balance, not getting triggered, not getting upset. Your balance with you, that when you're not feeling the best, when you're feeling less than or insecure, to balance that with where you do feel secure and valued and loved. This is a balancing act. It's going to be a balancing act this full moon. And finally, to live, love, laugh, these 2 cards wanted to come out together. Here we have the Queen of Cups. Now, you're looking forward for the opportunity with an older woman who's of emotional support and nurturing, who can help you, just kind gestures, grandmotherly, nurturing. It can just be a smile, a little hug, a little laugh with a different perspective. This person's going to give you a different perspective on something, and you're going to feel a lot of peace there. And you might feel like a kid again. But you need to get out there with her. Temperance. That was pile 2. Now, pile 3. We have the Magician. This has to do with your own unique magical skills you were born with, where you're able to create something out of nothing. It just comes to you secondhand. You're like the go-to person for this, but it's that little piece of magic you have within that you can think about something and then all of a sudden, poof, it's happening in your world. People just can't believe it. This is taking inspiration from above and manifesting it in your world. As above, so below. The cosmos are really working on you with this full moon, because this is truly as above, so below is an astrological phrase. So, Magician, What you're listening for is the truth. You're listening for the truth. You're listening to how truth and lies are being used. You're not reacting, you're just listening. And you're listening for the truth to bubble up within you or to divinely tap you from spirit through your 6th, 7th chakra, the top of your head, all of a sudden having that laser insight as to what's really going on. Listen to that. This is what you're watching for, or you're observing. This is the Page of Wands. It could be a young girl, a younger person who is just so inspired to get out there and do something and try things. They're so inspired with maybe creating something, doing something, building something, but they've got the plans and they want to maybe take some leadership with it. They want to take some action, but they want to make sure everything is right in place. Things are good to go. And so there's a young person that's going to need some nurturance and guidance from you. And you're going to use your magical skills to just whip something up and wow them, because they're going to take it in and they're going to remember this forever. This is what you're to ignore that you encounter. Oh, that is interesting. The High Priestess. Ignore the High Priestess. This is to ignore your automatic emotional reactions or reflexes, like things that just automatically might sway you one way or another because you're afraid of a secret. Ignore that fear of that secret. If you want to know what that secret is, it's going to come out, but pay attention for secrets. Don't ignore them. Look for the truth. Look for the truth. But you're going to ignore what the power of this has had on you in the past. Something's going to be revealed to you. This is what you're praying for. Six of Cups. You're praying for our kids. You're praying for our past, healing our past wounds, healing the past wounds within you, your family. You're praying for your family and maybe where you've grown up and people from the past. You're praying for those people because they need a lot of love, because this full moon is just so scary. So much is getting shaken up. Pray for them. Pray for the stability of that, and pray for the wonder and awe to let it bubble up and be seen. Live, love, or laugh. Ace of Wands. I love this. This, whatever divine inspiration you get, the hit you get this weekend, if maybe you're going to paint something, maybe you're going to create something, maybe you're going to start reading something. I mean, something is just going to land on you. You're just going to, with this magic, the Ace of Sword, the truth, you're just going to be all of a sudden spurred to do something just so inspiring. The fire is going to be lit within you to do something. Do it. Get it started. And then this was the 4th pile for this full moon. Timing, fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is also the part of fortune. It has to do with the relationship between the sun and the moon and the sign coming up over the horizon at the ascendant. When you are feeling lucky, when you're feeling synchronicities, when you're feeling opportune moments, pay attention. This is what you're listening for in those moments. Something is changing. Something is transforming. Something might not be what it seems, but this is a really strong force. This is the card of Scorpio. The sun is going to be in Scorpio. We have a full moon that's opposite the sun in Taurus. The sun in Scorpio. So something is being revealed to you. Transformative. You are going to have, it's going to be shocking. You just need to listen to the message, listen to all the details, let it unfold. Keep listening, keep taking it in, because this is going to be transforming a lot about the way you think and feel. You're going to have a new perspective. This is what you're watching for. You're watching, oh my goodness, at the tower moments. You might be in the vicinity of a tower moment. There might be an attack. There might be an aggressor. There might be a natural disaster or event. There might be an emergency. Keep your eyes open, pay attention, stand there and witness and observe it, and record the facts that you need to know. Write it down, send yourself a text so that you can have this recorded somewhere. Ignore the speed at which something is happening. Something is happening, it's going to happen quickly. It may be around you or the people that you love. Don't be afraid by the speed. You're going to watch, gather details. And with the right timing, you are going to know what needs to be done. This is what you're going to pray for. The Three of Pentacles. You're going to pray for those gathering to be of charity and of service to help others. You're praying for talent to be put to good use, that good ideas are being made in times of need. You're going to pray for those who are in power to have everything that they need to know and to think clearly and steadily, and to embrace authority, the authorities that they have to make good decisions. This isn't willy-nilly, this is serious stuff. Pray for resources, good resources. Live, love, laugh. The Page of Swords. Young people are going to be full of a lot of energy and very stirred up, looking for answers. They're going to be full of excitement. Someone's going to need you there to help with someone younger than you, sort out information, and you're going to inspire them so much for so long. But you need to have your eyes and ears open ahead of time. Look at the timing and really listen to what they're asking for. You can inspire that, and they can change worlds. Be there, listen, watch, ignore, pray. Okay, you guys. I leave you with this on Aloha Friday. The full moon arrives Sunday to Monday. So this is what I kind of want you to get yourself primed for when that full moon hits into the following week. This is what you're going to be called for. Okay, thanks. That was fun. I loved that. Okay, have a great one.